Welcome to Batumi, Georgia. Welcome to East versus West 25. Tonight, we have 15 of the very best arm wrestling matches in the world across all weight categories. We will see world titles contested, and we will culminate with a co-main event and main event in the super heavyweight men's category on both the right arm for our co-main and the left arm for our main event. We start tonight's proceedings with the tournament winners from the King of the Table today. But before we do so, I would like to introduce you to a few special people who got a very hard and a very important job, our referees from East versus West.
Hello everyone. So we're going to be 4 referees, but one of the referees pulling, so he's going to be later here. Okay, I'm going to talk about main differences between WAF and East-West. So there is if there is a 2 slip outs in a row or whatever, 1 slip out, then 2 slip outs, then it's a straps all the way. If there's going to be ref's grip, we got 30 seconds to set up the grip. If there is no grip, it's going to be ref's grip, and they stay all the match in the ref's grip. Okay? We're not going to look on the small bumps without gaining advantage. If there is a elbow hop and gaining advantage, that's a foul, right? So the fouls, if the elbow comes off the pad on the front or either sides, that's a foul. If it's a big bump, that's a foul. We got 60 seconds between the rounds. After 30 seconds, we're going to call them. So, yeah, it's very nice to see you all. We're going to let them fight by enforcing the rules, guys. So, have a great night. It's very nice to see you. Let the best win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to start things off tonight with our tournament winners. And the first match is our right hand 77 kilogram lightweight section, which will be contested over the best of 3 rounds. And we will see China versus Canada to decide the winner of this match. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, welcome the Chinese national champion. And I'd like you to welcome him making his debut here at East versus West, Xiao Hai! Chinese national champion Xiao Hai here for the first time at East versus West, and he will face a very special athlete who rose to prominence today in the King of the Table tournament and stood undefeated, hence bringing him here tonight for the big show on the big stage. He is of Georgian descent and is hailing from and proudly representing Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, raising up the Canadian national champion, Alexander Koshadze!
Batumi, Georgia. My name's Coach Ray, and I'm here with one and only Devin Lara. Devin, how we feeling?
Hey, what a great night for arm wrestling. I'm so excited. Here we go, kicking it off. Alexander and Zhao. What a great representation for the future of the 77-kilo weight class. I got to say, this next generation is awesome.
I absolutely agree with you. And just to tell a little backstory what's happening today. Today is the first time we have did this. We took 3 finalists from King of the Table tournament here in Batumi, and we put them in best of 3 super matches. These guys already pulled today, and Alex was more successful. Zhao lost on fouls, so he has an opportunity to prove himself one more time and see if he can do better on EVW big stage. What an opportunity for the best Chinese lightweight versus the best Canadian lightweight. You know Alex very well, right?
Oh, yeah. I have known Alex for a very long time. He came into Canada, I think he was 14 or 15, and it's so funny, the talent from Georgia. He came into Canada, and he was instantly our 75-kilogram national champion. And he's just been on a roll ever since. He's been
Listen, that's the Georgian blood.
Yeah, it is, really.
That's the Georgian blood.
It's undeniable. But, yeah, Alex is an absolute beast in the arm wrestling world. He's been competing in all the leagues, and I think this is his debut in East versus West.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For both of these guys, amazing opportunity, and especially for Zhao, because we're heading into China on our next event. So, ladies and gentlemen, watching our prelims live on YouTube, get your pay-per-views. Today will be unforgettable night of arm wrestling. Let's get this match on the way.
Alex's hand looks really dominant in this setup.
I think he's a better top rower. He was able to take Zhao's hand, but Zhao still stayed in the match and was able, keeps him flat and slows him down. Wow.
Look at
Alex
the arm on Zhao. Look at the arm on this guy.
Look, the containment keeps him fully flat.
Great position.
It's very close, close. Alex is able to break through.
So this is a 2 out of 3, so he's got one more shot. I like the way the Zhao stuck in there. He couldn't quite get a bite, but it looked like if he ever did, that arm is incredible looking. Alex
looks like a beast.
He does. And Alex managed to keep it on his hand throughout the entire match there.
Alex is not known for his incredible endurance. He's known for his explosivity. But this round was truly great. Like, I'm surprised how Zhao just stopped him right there in the center. But he wasn't unable to change any position or add any pressure, actually, to Alex's hand. So let's see what the next round will bring. And it might be the last one.
It never really fully got to apply his strength. Just kind of floated there. Alex did a really good job of keeping him outside of his strength. Kept him in a mechanically disadvantaged position, but what an opportunity for both these guys.
Absolutely.
I got to say, really great hair on Zhao. Man, I got to say,
I think
jealous.
best haircut in EVW right now.
It is awesome hair.
He does look like anime character for sure.
I anticipate this will go strap again. I think the hand disparity is a little bit too much.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Alex top roll is top notch for sure.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Very good. Gets the slip. Like, that's what he needs to do. You don't try and hold on to Alex Koshadze for sure.
So the switch to the side this time, maybe it'll be a little bit of a difference. Zhao on the, a lot of people argue this, but I actually prefer to not have the buckle on my hand. I find that there's something that happens in the tightening process. Maybe Zhao will be able to. I think if he can get his wrist bent, I think if he can get any kind of a wrist bend, I think that this could maybe turn around.
I always think if you're trying to find it inside and you're trying to hook someone, then the strap is advantage when you have the buckle. I feel like it's because you can get it tighter, you can get it closer to your wrist, and you can kind of pull the other guy down. So we will see if it actually works for Zhao this time. Alex might not get such a height advantage that he had last time. So we will see if that plays anything, because this is the last chance right now for the young Chinese champion. Incredible. Comes to the tournament from China, gets in the final with Alex Koshadze, and is on a big stage.
Yeah, Very cool. And at 77 kilos, you know, it's amazing to me, you know, you pull these light champions, and the pound-for-pound strength is ridiculous on these people. The lighter weight divisions, the strength is, oh, you can see he's kind of trying to come forward a little bit more there.
Yes. Look at that arm.
Yeah, the arm is incredible.
And how close he can come.
Yeah. But he might have done a little bit of foreshadowing there. I think Alex probably knows what move is coming now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to shoot forward really, really hard.
Yeah.
And fold his wrist.
Elbow can't quite sink it.
One elbow foul.
Yeah, it looks like that wrist is still buckling. Arm wrestling, call it arm wrestling, but it's so much to do with the wrist. Zhao struggling to get any kind of angle there. Alex just sticking that top roll, working those angles.
One more time, round number 2. This is best of 3, and we have 2 more added preliminary matchups from King of Table Tournament. Oh,
yeah,
Zhao keeps it flat.
A little bit better.
But he's not getting much bite. Not having much bite. Alex does still can climb. I feel like Zhao should just sacrifice his wrist and go sideways.
He looks like he is kind of really trying to force that thing.
Ooh, good pulling from Alexander Koshadze. Oh, he let go of the bag, and that was second warning. I think it's the second foul.
Is that the second foul?
Yeah, because he was trying to show that maybe Alex did a jump, but it's not a foul in EVW if there's a small jump. I feel like it's still unfinished business. Congratulations, Alexander Koshadze from Georgia representing Canada.
A very respectful showing, though.
Of course, both guys.
Great first match. Awesome to see this young talent. I feel like it's a new generation.
Yeah. We go to Neil Pickup for a post-match interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Alexander Koshadze. Alex, I know how excited you were to be here on the stage at East versus West. Very, very strong opponent from a rising superpower, potentially, of the sport. More people to go at than most areas of the world in China, and this is their best lightweight and not many years of experience. How did you find him? How strong was that young man?
I felt like he was insanely powerful, but I was able to find a way through his power and beat him, arm wrestle him, basically.
Now, it looked like you had a very solid game plan going into there. You were very pro-nature heavy, looking to keep out of his lane. Is that your normal style? Is that where you prefer to go? Or have we got a lot more in the tank?
No, I had to adjust my style because he was really strong, so I had to stay out of his power, stay out of the hook, and it worked.
Now, a lot of people may not know, but you're of Georgian descent, hence the name Koshadze, based over in Canada. How is it being back in your home country and getting your opportunity on the big stage?
Yeah, I want to say a few words to my Georgian friends. Alex,
absolutely solid category, the 77 kilo class. We know that you've had a lot more experience than people may realize out there. If you were looking at the category, anyone particularly that you would like to face?
I'm only starting up right now, so I'm ready for everyone. The future is mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, your match winner, Alexander Koshadze. Good job, brother. Do you want to come into the center? I am here with Chao Hai. Mate, I wanted to catch up with you. We are going to be going to China next in September, and you are the first person officially to compete here in East versus West. How did it feel to be the first man to represent your country on the biggest stage in arm wrestling?
OK， 我来翻译。下一场 EVW 比赛呢就会来到中国。那么你作为第一位正式登上 EVW 舞台的选手，你感觉怎么样呢？有什么话想对大家说？
我能登上这样的舞台已经很兴奋了，因为这是我以前的梦想，但是现在实现了。 虽然说这次输了，然后对手的实力很强，然后赛前模拟了很多遍，但结局还是不尽人意，所以我会努力的。
He said, "It's my dream to come to the stage of EVW." And he do lot of job. He think a lot of strategy, lot of thing, and he trained 1,000 times in his mind how to win his opponent. Although he's lost, but he will train hard and he will win in the end.
And he has certainly got a lot of time to do it. For everybody at home who does not know how old you are, just let people know your age.
让大家知道你现在几岁了，然后练腕力多少时间
？20岁，然后练了4年多吧，5年左右。
20 years old and training for 4 years.
Only 20 years of age, 4 years of training. We know the potential in China is massive. We're super excited to be there in September. Ladies and gentlemen, massive round of applause for Shanghai of China. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next match. It is in the super heavyweight division. And I would like you to welcome now your athletes making their way to the stage, starting with this man. He is a rising star of his home nation of Kazakhstan. Welcome now, Roman Danya! Roman Danya of Kazakhstan waits at the table for the introduction of this ominous shadow. He hails from and is proudly representing his home nation of Russia. I would like you to welcome now, making his way to the stage, Grigory Lyashchuk!
Match number 2 of East versus West 25 preliminary card. Danya Roman, Grigory Lyashchuk. Super heavyweights. They had some battles in a tournament, and now we have this match as a best of 3 here on EVW25 preliminary card in Batumi. That's training partner Grigory of Italo Latin, right?
Yes, he is. I've seen some video. This guy is, he's a giant dude. Both these guys are very, very large human beings.
Yeah.
But yeah, he seems to give Vitali just about everything he wants in training. And I pulled Danyar the other day on the beach, and man, he gave me more than what I wanted. Ooh, nice start.
Very explosive.
Nice
I think
start.
multiple time WAF world champion. At least top 3 finalists, few time for sure.
And these Kazakh guys are so adept. Like, they are so refined in their technique. You can see it looked like Danyar's shot hook started to get his wrist taken, switched to a top roll, and looks like he came out on top in that transaction real quick.
Yep. Speed is definitely a weapon, and Kazakhs are very, very fast.
Super heavyweights.
And super heavyweights, for sure.
He's one of the bigger Kazakhs that I've seen. You know,
actually, yeah.
This is one of the bigger Kazakh. I bet you he's been.
And then there's Morozov.
Morozov doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
He doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
No.
Yeah, I think Danyar is representing Sharder, if I'm correct.
Is he really?
I think so.
Legendary.
I don't want to lie with that, but I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah.
I can't wait to see these guys get underway. I'm so curious. I think both these guys are really, really good. I won't be surprised if both these guys get into the EVW main card very shortly.
I don't think this is the first or the last time we're seeing these guys on EVW stage. I think future is bright for maybe for both. Probably for both.
I think for both these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Danyar is 20.
He's 20.
He's 20.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. He's 20
that
years
seems
old.
unfair.
It's completely ridiculous. Georgi, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's just a giant dude, and he's training, with Vitali. So future's bright.
Round number 1. Hands are getting close. And top row from Violi doesn't care. Just goes sideways.
Amazing.
Daniel Roman puts himself on a scoreboard 1-0. That looked very, very decisive in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit. Got his wrist taken a little bit there, but it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Too much follow through. Too complete.
I feel like Grigori might also thought that he got the hand and he didn't have to secure anything else. So he kind of... Maybe he will do it harder, but it will be very hard to... Look at the positioning. Hits sideways and then rolls on his pronation. Out pronates his opponent, fully opens him up.
Great follow through. Kept his shoulder in it. That was kind of the difference between them. Both of them got a little bit of bite on the hand, but Danyar just kept that drive to the pad going and connected real nice.
As far as I know, 5 competitors came to compete from Sharder here, and we have one of them on the main stage, and he got an opportunity. And later today we're going to see Nurdaulet Aydarkhan in a match versus Adam Wawrzyński, which I'm super excited about.
Big match.
Round number 2, Grigori Yashchuk, Daniel Roman.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Danyar ripping through the world championships, and I think he had a great big war with Reno Masick.
I think with Reno, with Sandris, he's a super good arm wrestler, and he shows it right here. If just 20 years old, that is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, a better start. Slowly and methodically working through that high spot.
Feels like he just gained confidence.
Yeah. Looked like he just slowly did a balanced climb over the top through his post, and nothing left to do but slip out for Grigori. I think we're going to see another open top roll. I mean, I don't know if the strap is going to change, but I think that Grigori needs to get some kind of shoulder or cup activation.
Yes,
Otherwise,
needs something. He needs to secure something better.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I kind of have a feeling that Daniel might be able to top roll him right now and not even lose his hand. He looked very good in that slip, but the strap for a bigger guy always helps. You can tow your opponent stronger. So let's see round number 2. Hands are getting closed.
Oh, wow.
Much better attack from Grigori. Daniel close. This time too far. Too far outside of his shoulder. Grigori Lishchuk comes forward with his shoulder.
Staying alive.
Tries to finish with the press.
Great position.
Daniel will fight till the end.
Has him fully turned over. Shoulder partially committed. But he better finish him quick. Daniel, there we go.
Oh, he gets a pin. What a turnaround in this match.
Love it.
Very impressive.
Love it.
Was much more aggressive, and I feel like Daniel thought that he has this in the bag, but wow. 1-1, we're going to go to the decisive round number 3 in this best of 3 matchup. Guys, one more time, get your pay-per-views, East versus West 25 here in Batumi, Georgia. We have amazing card of the main matches prepared for you, and there's more preliminary matches coming. I think, still 4 matchups on this prelim card on YouTube for free, and then we're gonna go to the main card with the main event. Vitaly Laletin, Alijan Muradov for the super heavyweight left hand world title.
I love it when they do that big explosion after the pin right here. Bam! I love that. It's my favorite part.
You do that?
Hey, who do you think, Ray? I mean, do you think this kid can pull it off? Do you think he can? You think he's got anything? I think there was some damage done there.
I think definitely here was damage done. I think his pronator is gone for sure. I think all he needs, probably he can fight if he can get his shoulder behind. If he can get behind his shoulder, let's say like that.
Terrible position in the last round. You know, wrist folded back, still kept that shoulder committed in a horrible spot. And Grigori just ripped him apart there. We'll see if he's got an answer. The thing is, these Kazakh guys, they're so well trained. So much table time, even at 20. I bet you this guy has probably more table time than most athletes. If he's from Shadra.
Yeah, Shardara.
Yeah.
I think right now he also knows exactly what is coming.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he knows exactly what is coming from Georgi Leshchuk. So I think if your wrist is going to bend back, just get your shoulder behind your body. Like, that's what you need to do. You don't want your arm to go out the side of your shoulder, because then I think then you're just holding on for dear life and hope that the other guy is going to die out. But I don't think that's will happen right now.
Massive structure on Grigori. And, you know, he's used to holding on to Vitali all the time. So
that's true.
You know,
that comes as a big advantage for sure.
Here we go.
Round number 3. Hands are getting closed. And top roll again.
Better.
Much better for Roman.
Better.
Stretches him fully out.
Oh, what's that?
Whoa.
Oh, was that a pin? Was that a pin?
Let's see what is the call from referees.
It might be foul losing position. I think they're going to review.
Let's take it. They're reviewing. We want to see the referees for the call.
There we go. They gave it to him. Yeah. So he tried to get out of the match there in a horrible position, and I think that was
pull himself out
foul in losing position. Yeah.
For sure.
What a comeback.
Yeah. Great match. Great match.
Really good match.
These guys definitely used this opportunity and ran with it. Congratulations, Daniel Roman.
I am sure that this kid has a very bright future.
Absolutely.
Wow,
we're going to see much more of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your match winner, Roman Danyar. Roman, that was dramatic. Very, very big man, very, very hard-fought match. You lost your wrist and hand early, but your ability to battle through that was truly remarkable. Did you come into this match expecting that you would have to fight without your wrist?
Большой соперник и шикарный матч. С самого начала, когда у тебя отошла кисть назад, ты продолжал бороться и совершенно не сдавался. Вопрос, ты был как-то подготовлен к тому, что все-таки кисть отойдет и, возможно, придется бороться без нее? И ты готовился к этому?
Ассаламу алейкум. Всем привет, Привет, Грузия. Я хочу сначала сказать спасибо своему отцу Арману Карсбаеву, основателю клуба Шардар Армспорт, что привез меня в этот прекрасный вид спорта. И хочу сказать своей команде Шардар Армспорт, тренерам, всем братьям, друзьям спасибо. Если возвращаться к вопросу, да, это был очень сложный матч. Я был готов к этому. Я был даже мог сломать здесь руку.
First of all, I want to thank everybody here. Thank you, Georgia. I want to thank my father that he got me into this awesome sport. I want to thank my coaches, my friends, everybody that helped me get here, Shardar Ramsport. And for this match, yes, I've been ready for this, and I was ready to break my arm here.
And Roman, obviously, like so many people from Kazakhstan, you seem to have the ability to arm wrestle against bigger men and to win. And tonight, one of the most famous arm wrestlers from your country will try to do what you just did and be a giant slayer. How do you think that match is going to go down?
И точно так же, как твои братья из Казахстана, у тебя есть эта способность выходить против большого соперника и побеждать его. Твои братья сегодня, которые будут бороться, как ты думаешь, получится ли у них повторить твой результат и побороть большего соперника?
Да, я думаю, что мой старший брат Нурдаулет Айдархан выиграет Адама. И, конечно же, думаю, Алижан выиграет Виталика.
For sure. For sure, I think my big brother, Nurdaulat, he's going to beat Adam as well as Alijan. I think he can pull off the win.
And lastly, Roman, great performance from you tonight. You impressed everyone here. It was a dramatic matchup. When you look at the weight categories here at East versus West, is there anybody you've got your eye on? Anyone you'd particularly like to face here on the East versus West stage?
И снова шикарный матч, драма, это было невероятно, ты удивил здесь всех. Вопрос, есть ли кто-то в твоем классе в East versus West, кому тебе лично интересно побороться?
Я хочу побороться с любым из 115 килограмм, потому что я не природный тяжеловес. Я могу бороться в килограмме 115. И не знаю, кого даст промоушен, с ними поборемся. Это решит мистер Бакстер.
Anybody in 115, anybody. Maybe I'm not a super heavyweight, but I'm ready for 115. And as
What a nice match for both of these guys.
Yeah, really good.
Grigori also looked very well in this match. I'm pretty sure we're going to see much more of both of these guys for sure.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. Just so everyone can see, this is the main card that's going to follow right after preliminary matches. Amazing matchups with 3 title matches. Kamil Jablonski versus Georgi Tsvetkov as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the last match in our tournament series. And this one is in the men's middleweight division, 95 kilograms. Once again, with the best of 3 duration, first to 2 will win. I'd like to introduce you now to your athletes as they make their way back to the table here at East versus West. Starting with this man, who you may know a little bit about. Ladies and gentlemen, he hails from and he's proudly representing his home nation of Ukraine. Tonight, we will see him for the first time on the left arm. He is a little more famous for his performances on the right, where he is the reigning welterweight East versus West champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up and welcome Alex Manifesto Taliatne! Manifesta. Alex Tiliatnik waits at the table for the introduction of a new rising star of the sport of arm wrestling. This man is proudly hailing from and representing his home nation of Israel, where he is a multiple and reigning national champion, making his debut here at East versus West with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Omer Top Draw!
Manifester versus Omer Dror. The reigning welterweight right-hand champion is back on the stage. Kind of a little bit surprised for us today. He competed with left arm at 95 kilo division. Omer Dror, just for the context, in the class, Manifester suffered a loss on fouls. And now Omer Dror went through the whole class undefeated. This is best of 3. So let's see how these guys match up. Devin, you had an opportunity to pull a little bit of Omer.
Incredible. First off, let me say this kid weighed in at 82 kilograms, decided to pull up into the 95 because he wanted a chance to show how great he was against Manifester. So somehow he
manifested it.
He has manifested this match. So, yeah, this guy is super twitchy. I pulled him on the beach a couple days ago.
Yeah, he looked very aggressive.
Super fast, incredibly strong. A lot of the Israeli guys have that capability. So many of them seem to be very explosive athletes. Manifester, wow. I mean, I'm Manifester's biggest fan. This guy seems like he can do anything. Just a couple minutes ago, he was telling me that he could beat Camille.
Cool.
Yeah.
He might get the gauntlet.
This will be a tough match, I think, for Omer, but his explosivity is extremely rare. So you never know. You never know what can happen here when they say go. The kid certainly has a ton of talent, but Manifester is as good as they come.
Let's see. And deep in a hook, and Manifester looks very, very at home there.
Welcome to the 95-kilo world level. That's all I got to say right there, Omer.
Dude, listen, I feel like Manifester is beyond levels at some point.
Yeah.
Listen, I saw him in Dobro World Cup in Slovakia, and first thing I told him, I'm like, dude, you got taller.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he has been doing, but he is definitely taller.
Yeah.
I think the dream about beating all the super heavyweights is right there.
You know, Manifester is a unique athlete. In all my years of watching the sport, I have never seen an arm wrestling athlete be able to do the things that he can do. His strength in pull-ups and the way he does wrist curls while he's doing a pull-up, his body weight strength is super, super elite. He's just won the 85-kilo world title over David Samusha, who was the longest-standing champion that we had. I think at 95 kilo, I think he's got a good chance of winning that as well.
Yeah. He's a big guy. He walks around with a lot of weight. He cuts a lot of weight for that 85-kilo class, and I'm not sure if he can actually make it again because he looks big. I think he weighed it in exactly at 95 kilos.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, he's still cutting. I think he walks around 100, but he's young.
Yeah.
All these guys are growing. They're so young.
Round number 2. Let's see what happens. Amador.
Yeah, right in the hook.
Gets in a hook. Gets a little stop. Gets a little stop. It's an elbow foul on Alexander Teljatnik. One elbow foul.
Much respect to Omer, though. Much respect for pulling up and, getting himself seen. Kid clearly has talent. Outsized and outgunned here today, it looks like. But, it looks like his start is still fairly decent. He's not getting run over when they say go, but clearly, I think that there's levels here in this match.
Omer probably could easily make 77 kilos.
Oh, yeah.
Easily could make 77 kilos.
No problem.
And, with right arm, he did some wonders today as well in junior class, but with left arm, this is pretty impressive already. Waiting for the goal. Ooh. One warning for Omer.
I believe Manifester has a match in China. I'm not sure against who. He was telling me that he was going to be pulling in China, so we'll wait and see what that looks like. The whole Israeli team, actually, did you get to pull with any of them, Ray?
Yeah, pulled. Listen, Mayan came out of nowhere, and this guy feels like the same thing, like something special there for sure.
Yeah.
Manifester hits. Gets a little stop, and Manifester gets the win.
What a special athlete.
Amazing. Congratulations to Manifester. Showed up, dominated as he does usually, come back from a little loss, but Omer Dror definitely showed himself here today. Congratulations to Alexander Teljatnik, Manifester on the win.
A lot of athletes won't put themselves out there like that. Manifester didn't need to come to the tournament. He didn't need to take this match.
He wanted.
Yeah. Expanding his victories.
Alex, just a little nearer the table, brother. There we go. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Manifesta. Another very impressive performance. I wanted to say to you, we have seen a lot of you on the right arm. First time tonight on the left arm. So everyone at home knows, what is the difference in your right and left in power? Is one arm more powerful than the other, or are you relatively balanced, the same level of strength?
Yeah, so guys, for the first, thank you for everybody who come to see this match. We really appreciate it. And about the answer on the question, the right arm is stronger around for 40% than left for now, but we are working on that to make it strong same.
And I know that you were concerned about some injury issues that you'd experienced on the left arm prior to coming in today, and that you used today's tournament as a little bit of a workout. Are you happy with what you felt today? No problems, no issues at all?
Yeah, on the left arm, Alex has injured, and 2 months he didn't train it at all. And now this is the first round competition where he tested just because he loved to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, super impressive as always, and we will see him again soon on the right arm. Raise it up for Manifesta, Alex Taliatne.
Bolesław Krasowskis, and I come to destroy Artem Popov.
I'm ready.
So I'm older, smarter, and stronger.
You strong, you big. I'm too fast.
But I'm better.
Vlad, you old. So slow.
Tonight you are the enemy.
So slow.
Tonight I beat you.
Don't blink.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to our main card matches, starting with our matches on the Freeview preliminary section. The first of these will take place on the right arm in the men's welterweight division at 85 kilograms to be contested over a best of 5-round duration. I'd like you to welcome this man firstly, making his way for the very first time to the East versus West stage. He is a multiple and former champion of his home nation of Ukraine. Raise it up for Artem Popov. Artem Popov of Ukraine waits at the table for the introduction of this magnificent arm wrestler. He hails from and is proudly representing his home nation of Latvia, where he is a signature arm wrestler and multiple national champion. This superstar of world arm wrestling has also amassed accolades across the EAF European Championships and the WAF Championships of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to East versus West. Vlad the Destroyer Krasovsky.
All right, guys, welcome to the first match on the pay-per-view. Vlad versus Artem. Artem a little bit taller, 6'3". Vlad is 5'10". Both these guys with incredible accolades. Young Artem Popov is a world champion already. This guy is serious. He is, I think he's a triplet. Is that right, Neil? I believe that he has 2 twin brothers.
There are 3 of them, brother.
Amazing.
There are.
Amazing.
And I think that Artem will come into this with a lot of confidence. He's got a extremely high level of competence, and it's supported, Devon, by massive explosivity. Now, if you wind the clock back, you would always expect that from Vlad the Destroyer. He's always been known as such a fast athlete, yet many people believe that this man from Ukraine may have the edge in explosivity.
What a healthy-looking kid. What a crisp and healthy-looking young man. I've been watching him around the hotel. He really does exude confidence.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he is a very confident young man.
And yesterday in the press conference, he didn't seem, this is his debut, and he didn't seem overall at all. Seemed really relaxed. Only 23 years of age. He's a tall, rangy kid, not carrying any excess there. You'll see in a moment, I expect, why that is. This fella is electric. He really sets off quickly, and you do get the feeling that Vlad needs to get the brakes on him. Vlad got an incredible position on the setup there, I've got to say.
Both loading up a little bit. Give the foul to Artem. Well, the warning.
Setup speaks to me to say that you got a little bit of rotation coming from Popov. Looks like he's going to try and rotate and carve backwards, maybe expecting that massive dominant hand and wrist of Vlad the Destroyer to be the main weapon of choice. I think Vlad will be looking to get the brakes on and expect straps. Oh, that was ominous for Vlad. What do you make of that one?
Well, I think, you know, the one guy gets a warning. Why not give it back to him? Didn't seem to go too far, though. Artem looked like he rather enjoyed it. So I think that, again, growing in confidence, it seems like.
Down come the hands. Do not blink, ladies and gentlemen. You can see that both men have explosivity. As expected, Dev, we will go to the strap.
Yeah. And I got to say, it looked to me like Vlad did do a little bit of early movement, but Artem came over through that hand in a favorable position, I thought.
Interesting thing, mate, if you notice there, Artem sort of has gone up through the gears a little bit in the adversarial approach to this match. Prior to this, he's been the calmer athlete, if anything. And just this last couple of seconds, he started to really stare through Vlad a little bit. I think he felt something in that first start that he really liked, and he's trying to wind up the gears a little bit. He's gone back to his cerebral approach a little now. He's very focused on the position of the strap. Smart man. But now we find out for real.
Round 1 in this 3 out of 5. The preliminaries are done, so we won't see a 4 out of 7 until a title match. Both
we
on
have a couple
warning.
of them tonight coming, and some exciting ones, Dev.
Yes, some very good ones coming. All these matches are so great. You know, there's so much young talent, which is just so amazing to me. The level is so high for these young guys.
It really is. And a little bit of an issue there for Christo in terms of setting Artem's hand and wrist. Down come the hands of Vlad. Do not blink, ladies and gents. There's a big drive for Artem, but Vlad equal to it, and the brakes are well and truly on. A little bit chaos there from Vlad. Could have slowed down a little bit. He was trying to sort of react and prevent Artem from getting given the foul. Wanted to hammer the point home. No luck, and it will restart. Artem goes on to the foul there.
Yeah, it looked like as that messy match kind of evolved, it looked like Vlad did kind of get that hooked in position, which seemed to be super favorable by the time it was done. And elbow foul, I guess that we have one foul on Artem, and both of them have a warning. But a little bit of speed advantage, it seemed like, from Artem, but looks like once they got locked, it looked like it was turning towards Vlad slightly.
The concerning thing, I think, there for Artem has got to be that he didn't show any signs of breaking through the hand and wrist of Vlad. And if anything, he was probably a little bit aggressive on his attack. Moved hard to the side, may not have been the wisest choice. Now, he got to get out of jail free card. He took the foul for it, but once bitten, twice shy. And we'll see if he's got anything else in the bag of tricks, because I don't think it's going to work for him too well if he keeps hammering that particular drum. Needs to change his style. And the other thing I was going to say there, Deb, for a man who's evolved his style at the table as much as you have, it's quite interesting to see that Vlad the Destroyer's gone the same route. He used to be a guy who was all about the top roll, gravitating towards that hook a little bit more now, and even the press now and again.
Latvia versus Ukraine. This is the 85 kilo division. Both these guys are coming up in the division, just trying to find their way through, get closer up to the top.
And I've got to say, Vlad looks a lot better this time around. When we first saw him in that class, facing Manifestor, who we've just seen on the left arm, he looked a little drawn, looked a little drained. Not the case this time. Did a water cut and looks really good for it. Oh. Solid depth. Very solid. And we talked a moment about changing it up. Well, experience counts, and there was a little bit of experience came into that one on behalf of Vlad the Destroyer of Latvia. And he edges in front 1-0. What do you think, mate? Can Artem come back?
That's tough. That's a full. It didn't look like he lost too many angles there.
No,
that was a full hand control, full sweep. Looked like he had everything he wanted. You know, in a circumstance like that, there has to be a radical adjustment, not like a balanced one. I think he's either got to swing way out or way in, and we'll see what this kid has. We'll see the versatility, or maybe he can start making it messy. You see he's getting some advice there from Manifestor, who obviously is showing him to get that wrist bent and get deep in that hook. So maybe he'll listen to his teammate there.
I think there's a very different level of horsepower going on there, to be honest, though. And
yeah. He's like, I just threw him in the hook. Why don't you just throw him in the hook like I did?
Yeah, Vlad looking like he's really growing in confidence here. And for me, I think that Artem has got quite a mountain to climb now. He's really got to start to think on his feet. And as you say, maybe go off-road a little, make it a little bumpy, because the linear stuff's not going to work for him here.
No, that was a very dominant victory. Maybe he could play the endurance card potentially.
This is the maximum. Don't cover the knuckle.
Need to get a significant bite on the hand. For me,
a little bit early.
Just looking at Artem's hand there, mate, do you think he's maybe stretching a little bit? He looked like he was really reaching around Vlad there, and
yeah,
I'm not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, I think that Vlad's doing a good job of keeping the pressure in his fingers well, and he's just not giving him any options. I think he's kind of controlling the load a little bit, and it looked to me like they gave him a warning, like he got off. He was just doing a little bit too much of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vlad, I think, is controlling the match. I think with his high knuckle and his back pressure and his rise, and not leaving a lot of options. He's loading him up so heavily. Smart move. You know, exactly what I thought that Artem might do. Vlad's doing it right back to him.
It's funny, prior to that start that we just saw there was a complete change in the body language of Vlad. He looked so much more comfortable and so much more relaxed. He looked a little pensive in the first round. Until he got that pin, he did look a little edgy. But you can see he's settled a little bit more now. There's not the same furrowing in his brow. He doesn't look as unsettled and chaotic. He looks pretty calm and relaxed now. I think he feels like he is the man with the power, and it's his match to lose.
Don't move. Go!
Better start from Artem, but back to the strap they go.
Yeah.
The start is looking like Vlad is kind of leaning on that go quite a little bit. He's managing to get away with it nicely. So much happens before they say go.
I think he's trying to, looking at that, put a little bit of tax into the hand and wrist constantly. And if you look at the way Artem's sort of kicking across, cheeky.
Yeah,
I like it though.
Yeah, he's definitely got his post established. It seems like this relationship is evolving into Vlad just really having that post. Seems to me like Vlad's going to have to shoot in or something almost. I don't know. Maybe he'll try and top roll. I think we might see a similar thing. I don't know if he's ready to commit yet. I think we're going to see another double top roll attempt from both these guys, and maybe it'll look different.
Yeah, Artem doesn't look like he's changed his shape enough. I mean, it wouldn't be something spectacular here. He's a little higher, but going to end up in that hook again, and does. Look at the face there of Vlad.
Couldn't have done much better, I don't think.
No, I really don't. The settling, once that match settled, there was a very, very different level of strength going on there.
Beautiful start, though. I thought he hit the hook wonderfully. Couldn't have got much of a better position, but Vlad's showing that as soon as there's balance, there's a lot there. He's going to have to get really busy. If Artem can get another start like that and kind of start to change the direction, let's see what they think in the corner.
What I loved about Vlad there, I don't know whether we'll see it on the replay, but very typical of the Latvians, came from the legendary Latvian, signature Latvian Jānis Amalins, chopping down with the wrist, just creating a situation where Artem is forced to lose height. As he sweeps to the side, he's having to sacrifice all the height in the match. He's almost starting with his knuckles up, trying to get him as high as he can to the roof, but look how he's forced it down. Look how far down Popov's fingers are down Vlad's hand there. Look at, that's a better angle there. You could see his fingers were forced way down below the thumb of Vlad the Destroyer. Such was that prominent down pressure on the hand, and very, very, very well applied there. Really smart technical pulling. Once he hits that position, he's really astute at that. And based on what we've just seen there, I hope I'm wrong, but I think Artem needs some rosary beads or holy water or something similar, because he doesn't seem to have a lot of answers, and it's last chance saloon time now. Needs to pull something out of the bag, and he needs to do it right now, Dev.
23 years old. He's got 7 years difference. It's a great first showing from this young man. It's not over. I saw in the corner Manifester giving him the instruction to keep his knuckle high. So we'll see if he can make an adjustment through his height a little bit. You know, he's looked like maybe if he can get a little bit more. I mean, the second round wasn't bad. Not bad at all. You know,
look at the block there from Vlad on the thumb. Look at that. Kicking his thumb across, lifting, raising, sinking. Really blocked it. Punched his thumb out onto the index finger knuckle. Look at the distance he's got between there, and it's just shelling Popov's hand.
Full.
Absolutely dominant position there, and he's calling the elbow foul, turning round and shouting to the corner.
At the camera. He's looking at the camera. Yeah.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. Camera.
Good job. Good job. First match on the pay-per-view. Oh, now he's switching stuff up. You see the hips. You see the hips on young.
Very big change.
He looks like he's moving those feet a little bit. He may try and press. He may. If he's
got nothing to lose now, Dev.
Nothing to lose. Oh, is he going to go? Oh, there he's in. He's in.
Set himself for a little bit more of a hook, but Vlad's got everything. And starts the drag. I think it's another elbow infringement.
I think he came off the side. Yeah, that's a great match. Vlad showing that clear winner on that one. Great match. Congratulations to Vlad, winner here tonight in the 85-kilo division against a rising young star in Artem Popov. I'm sure we'll see these guys both again very soon. Yeah. Good job, Vlad. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your match winner, Vlad the Destroyer, with the win. Vlad, much improved at the weight. Let's start there. Physically, you look like a different man this time around. When we saw you with Manifesta, you looked uncomfortable at the weight, a little bit drained. Very different man today.
Jā, šodien gatavošanās bija daudz labāka. Šoreiz sagatavoties daudz labāk. Atbraucu daudz stiprāks, gatavāks un bija gatavs iznīcēt šodien.
This time preparation was much better. I came in much better shape, much stronger, and I came to destroy.
Now, there was quite a changing of the guard in that match with Artem. Initially, he looked like he was extremely settled. On the hand and wrist, he had you guessing a little. It seemed like in the first start that never happened, he was very confident and felt like he may have something for you. Did you feel the same? Were you a little nervous at that point?
Tā bija speciāli bija izdarīts, lai viņš sajūtās drošāk, lai viņam ir sajūta, ka viņš ir pārāks. Es speciāli mēģināju uzsist tā ar brīvu roku, lai sanāktu viņa acīs un viņa domās, ka viņš ir stiprs un ātrs.
That was intentionally. I made sure he thinks he's better and he's stronger and he will have this match. That was all intentionally.
Kā es jau teicu, es šajā reizē gatavojos ne tikai fiziski, bet arī emocionāli. Un emocionāli ļoti daudz pielietoju uz viņa visādas mazas lietiņas un spiedienus.
This time I prepared not only physically but also emotionally, and I played a lot of mind games with him.
Now, lastly, Vlad, obviously that was a dominant win. And it looked like whenever the match stopped, you were quite confident. We saw your face change and you settled into the match. How much did you have in reserve? How much more was there in the tank if you needed it?
Я чувствовал себя в каждой позиции. Es jūtu katrā no punktiem, kuriem viņš pieliek, es katrā punktā jūtu pārākumu. Es varēju cīnīties jebkurā pozīcijā ar viņu, kurā viņš man ievilka, kurā es uzstādu no savas puses, un man bija ļoti daudz iespējas, kā viņu nolaust.
I felt much stronger in almost every position. I had a lot of positions, variant styles where I could beat him, and I could beat him at any position I wanted to, at any point.
Now, before we let you go, the 85-kilo class is stacked with talent. You've already faced the man who is now standing at the top. When you look around the division, who would you like to face next, Vlad?
Ja man nesanāca dabūt cīņu ar Samušu, jo viņš bija pirmajā vietā, tad es domāju, ka šoreiz ir līdz jostai vēl kāds laiks viņš jāapcīnās, tāpēc es domāju, pārējais punkts varētu būt Samuša.
I didn't get an opportunity to pull Samushi because I lost to Manifester, so the road to the belt might be a little longer, but I would love to pull David Samushi.
And I'm sure a lot of people here in Georgia love to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your winner tonight. Representing Latvia, raise it up for Vlad the Destroyer Krasovskis.
I hope you guys liked that match as much as I did. Vlad looking just super dominant throughout. Better than I expected against this young champ. Much still to come tonight in this lovely evening of arm wrestling. Hope you guys are all settled in and with your teams and with your all your buddies watching this great event tonight.
Boleslavs Krasovskis, and I come to destroy Artem Popov.
I'm ready.
So I'm older, smarter, and stronger.
You strong.
Tim Talmadge, Phoenix, Arizona. Came here to face Vala, the hometown guy.
Hello, my name is Vala HKT, and I'm here to smash Tim.
He loses because I'm going to out-technique him. I think I'm the better guy.
Tim, don't get an injury with your old bones.
Old? I am old. That means he comes with a lot of experience.
I'm stronger than you, I'm faster than you, and I'm more aggressive than you.
Vala, I'm not just a ref, and you're going to find out real quick.
Tim, you will lose.
Here we go. Second match on tonight's prelims card, on the main card of East versus West 25. And we are in the welterweight division, 85 kilograms, on the right arm, over a duration of 5 rounds of professional arm wrestling. And we will see the United States of America face Georgia to decide this one. Firstly, I'd like you to welcome this man now making his way to the arm wrestling table for the first time here at East versus West. He is a multiple U.S. national champion and is proudly representing his home nation of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen from Arm Sports Entertainment, welcome the Iceberg Talmadge. The Iceberg, Tim Talmadge of the USA, waits at the table for the introduction of this evergreen, ever-popular athlete who is proudly hailing from and representing his home nation of Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a multiple Georgia national champion, former EAF #1 and world champion. I would like you to raise the roof and rip it up for Vala Ikite!
Timothy Talmadge, Vala Ichkiti. Timmy, 37 years old versus Vala, 27, United States of America versus Georgia. Listen, this referee, Tim Talmadge, has been on a roll, and he earned himself an opportunity to pull on EVW stage here in Batumi, and he's facing someone really strong, Vala Ichkiti.
It is tough. It is tough coming to Georgia. It is tough to win in Georgia against the Georgian. I think it's one of the hardest things to do. You know, winning a Georgian Nationals, winning a Russian Nationals, these are some of the hardest things to do. To come in here, win the King of Table, to have a super match against the Georgian in their hometown. Tim's got a tough one right now.
For sure. And yet at the same time, 3 finals we saw on preliminary card from King of a Table didn't include a single Georgian native athlete. Think about that.
It's so weird.
So the tournament was strong enough that the best guys around the world showed up to show themselves versus the Georgia's finest. And today, Tim Talmadge has that opportunity to test himself versus Vala Ichkiti. Vala is definitely the favorite in this one. We all remember his epic match versus David Samushia. Then he faced Nurdaulet, put Nurdaulet, lost to him at 3-1. That was the end result. It was a good battle, but this time, let's see what Tim has. Tim is very good in a setup, I can tell you that.
Super technical.
Super technical, very explosive, and very weirdly strong, to be honest. Let's see how the hands are getting closed.
Creeping. Creeping.
Tim is creeping. Tim is really
smart.
good on setups.
Yeah. You know, as soon as he's done this match, he's putting on the stripes. He's going to ref for the rest of the night, I think.
Yeah, he's coming back on the main card. So one more time, guys, you're watching this live on YouTube. You are missing your opportunity to watch the super heavyweight left-hand world title match between Aljan Murata and Vitaly Letin. Once undefeated streak is going to end, but right now, Tim versus Vala.
Oh, that's right. We're still on YouTube.
We're still on YouTube.
I said earlier that this was the first of the pay-per-view. So
this was first
apologies.
of the scheduled preliminary match. That was Vlad versus Artem Popov.
I stand corrected.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
hey.
Tim.
Whoa. Timmy
definitely showed up to fight, and he's going to give his best.
Yeah. Good position.
Very good
position. Yeah. Definitely had that high knuckle. Yeah. Definitely looking good there. Had the post in. Not just a promoter, not just a referee, not just an ex. He played ball, right?
He played professional softball.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He loves to golf, he loves to ref, and he loves to promote arm wrestling.
I've always said that anybody who can throw a ball really fast is a natural arm wrestler. Like all these guys who are pitchers, who are playing baseball, anybody who's got a smoke and throw, these guys have awesome potential in arm wrestling.
Good shoulder definitely helps.
But Vala has said that the belt is his. It's only a matter of time.
Yes.
I think he actually put Manifester on warning.
He said Manifester doesn't know it, and no one else also.
Well, now it's out there.
Waiting for the go. Let's see if strap makes a difference. Tim is very aggressive.
Hey, that's smart.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Against a guy who's this strong, like measurement for measurement, Tim is like 2 or 3 inches smaller in the forearm and in the upper arm, so he's got to use all of his technical advantages to get a stop on this bigger Georgian athlete.
Don't move.
Waiting for the go.
Don't move. Guys, don't move.
Tim's very twitchy, very twitchy.
Super twitchy, but so far it's all been coincidental.
Don't move. Go.
Oh, man, Tim Talmadge is in the driver's seat.
That's not good, but still in the match.
Yeah, he's really in the match.
Wow, Tim Talmadge putting the world on notice.
Oh, wow. What a win from Tim. I'll tell you.
Tim Talmadge.
What an amazing match from Tim. He played that perfectly.
Listen, coming in as an underdog, and he's so good on a setup.
Yeah, really good.
He gets what he wants, and even in a hard match, Vala wasn't able to go through his arm.
Nope.
Tim Talmadge puts everyone on a notice at 85 kilo class, but this is just the first round of best of 5, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tim has a long work to do, but he's doing amazing work, to say the least.
I feel like Tim has really picked it up this year. I've seen him over the last, 6 to 9 months really get on a beautiful...
Getting some big wins.
Yeah.
And being super motivated and dedicated and just disciplined.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing that Tim was always lacking. I still remember Fat Tim. Listen, last year we saw Fat Tim. I feel like then I beat him and then something changed in him and he was like, nah, I'll be different, and definitely different.
And the whole while, putting on some of the best tournaments in the USA.
Yes.
Okay, so wake-up call.
Yeah.
Wake-up call for Vala here in his hometown. Actually, I think he's from Tbilisi, isn't he?
He's from Tbilisi, yes.
Don't move.
Home country for sure. You don't want to lose in front of this crowd.
No, you don't.
Hands are getting closed.
Don't move.
Much better from Vala, as we can see.
He's got a bit better. He's climbing up a little bit better. But not again.
Tim Talmadge
Tim is
holding
on the top. He's
holding on.
Yeah.
Vala goes. Okay.
And Tim stuck with it. Tim had a good spot and was just riding that out. Didn't let him slip. Oh, who got the foul there?
Tim.
Tim did get the foul.
Yeah.
Fingers, and I think that match could have turned around in a second if the foul had happened.
Round number 2, 1 foul on Tim Talmadge. Let's waiting for the go. Let's see it up and close and personal.
Better start.
Ooh, very good containment at the start. This time Vala re-grips. That's an elbow foul for Vala for sure.
Right. Okay.
1 elbow foul for each.
Okay.
Timmy Talmadge. Shocking the world.
Yeah. Now we're going to see, I think.
We see all the time people think they are just the refs, but they've been arm wrestling for most of their lives. Tim is 37 years old. He's been arm wrestling probably more than 20 years.
Yeah.
And you keep getting better the longer you do this. And at some point, like, he's just like, something clicked. He took this seriously, and we see this. Whatever happens after this one, Tim is already there. Everyone's going to talk about Tim Talmadge tomorrow for sure.
I think that they're giving referee seminars at a lot of these events now. So if you want to be a ref at East versus West, show up.
Go!
Better.
Ooh, much better.
So much of this match is going to be dictated by who can get the high knuckle, like so many matches, but seems just very apparent with Tim here.
Yes.
Really focusing on getting that high
Tim's
knuckle.
ability to manipulate the hand is really good. Like, he's, I'm super impressed by him for the last, like you said, 9 months, about 9 months.
Yeah.
Let's see if the buckle changes something for Tim. You might not get as high as he wants there, but we will see. We also really don't know what kind of shape Vala is in. I know he had to cut a lot of weight for this match, and Tim came in ready. Like, he was, I think, like maybe 2 kilos, 4 pounds over, and then he just... We were sitting together in sauna. He made the cut and feels amazing. I know Vala struggled a little bit, but
yeah, I saw them at the weigh-in. Tim had already weighed in. He was just sitting back.
He was waiting for Vala to come.
Yeah,
he was just double checking.
Yeah. He came in all sweaty, and but he did make it just in the nick of time.
Really impressive stuff from Tim. Let's see. This is right now for Vala to turn around. Let's see if he can do this here in front of his home crowd in Tbilisi, Georgia, at EVW25.
Good, knuckles good. Don't move. Don't move. Go!
Waiting for the goal. Oh, this time Tim loses the hand. Vala goes full offensive. Tim is still holding on.
I think we might have seen elbow foul there. I think that might have been an elbow foul.
But for who?
On Vala.
Let's see.
Let's
see. Referee's gonna double check.
Yeah, it looked like Tim was stuck in that flop press, and I believe that Vala's elbow may have come out the side. That would be his second foul.
Okay, second foul for Vala.
Yeah.
2-0 for Tim Talmadge.
That's what I saw. But he did not look quite as good there.
No. Listen, the only thing you don't want to do right now is to panic. And for Tim, if he already lost his hand, he might go in full panic mode, just trying to pin him. And I think you can still play. You still have enough rounds to do damage to fight this match. But of course, you want to finish as quickly as possible. Except if you're Devin Levitt. Then you play with your food as long as you can.
Yeah, interesting when, endurance and all different factors start to come into the match. The initial technical advantage, it seemed like, was on Tim's side. And, well, that last round was interesting. Vala certainly seemed to get really good hand control. Tim snuck in there with the shoulder, just enough to create a good, solid block so that there was enough pressure on the arm of Vala that he couldn't quite keep his elbow on that 8x8 pad, which we use here in East versus West, and he got the win through foul out.
What a great matchups we're having here in preliminary card. It's
really
already
good.
just few of them, but even if the score is 3-0, the matches are pretty darn good, I'll be honest.
Yeah, love it.
Now let's see. Listen, if Tim pulls this off, he shocks the whole world. I thought that Tim was able to do something, but I still had Vala as a favorite, just on seniority. But listen, Tim definitely gained a lot today, and
yeah, if he should already be super happy, I think. But if he can pull off this win,
he has to win. He will not be happy if he doesn't win. 2-0, like you don't want right now to turn it around.
No.
Don't move.
Let's see what Vala will do. What will be the strategy? He goes for top rope.
A lot of load. There's a lot of load.
Lot of load. Tim's hit with his ability where he keeps him almost vertical, and then he just kind of goes. That's rising. When we talk about rising and riser, Tim uses both things at the same time. He rises very well with his arm, and then with his hand at the last minute, he puts his riser as high as he can to get the top knuckle and just go over it.
Looks like he's nearing his capacity, though.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm just saying, looks like what I saw. It looked like he hit a wall there a little bit on that last go.
Round number 3. Vala gets the hand. Tim stacks it there, doesn't let go, looks at Vala.
Decent position.
Fully supinated.
Position.
Fully supinated. Tim is fighting for his life. He's definitely doing some damage, but as well, he's taking a lot of damage here. Vala is very close. He's very close. He might not be able to get this. Tim is still fighting. Tim is looking at the elbow.
Not over. It's
Tim
not
is
over.
overturning. Oh my God! We are so close to
Talmadge. My God.
Talmadge.
Wow. What a great display of heart. Way to stick in there. Way to stay in there.
Listen, guys, when he comes out today to referee, hats off. At every house who's watching EVW25, Tim Talmadge, amazing performance, shocked the world coming in as an underdog.
Wow.
I'm so impressed.
He should be so happy. He stuck that thing out. He was just an inch. It was getting worse and worse and worse, and then he did that surge. Yeah. He twisted it open.
Yeah, let's go to post-match interview with Neil Pickup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your match winner in a dramatic battle, Mr. Tim, the Iceberg Talmadge. Tim, I know you just said a moment ago I need a second to get my breath back. Nearly died there. That was intense. It's been a long time coming. You've been hammering away at this for quite a while, but when you came with a bang. That was serious.
Hey, give it up for Vala. It's amazing. It took a lot. I mean, he's a strong dude. I knew how big his biceps and his hand were going to be. I just had to fight for what I had and came out on top.
Now, Tim, you've been saying for a long period of time, and you said yesterday in the press conference that you felt like one of the aces that you brought into this match, maybe super match experience and experience of arm wrestling generally. You've been doing this for a very, very long time. It showed tonight. It looked like you were very calm. It looked like you were very diligent. You and your team had a great game plan together, and you put it down with absolute precision.
Yeah, I mean, the first round felt great. Second round, my hand was getting blown up. His back pressure was amazing. Third round, I knew I'd have to fight in the press, but it's how long I could hold on for. But my team's awesome. Shout out to my wife and kids. Love you. See you soon.
And Tim, you're here. You waited a long time. You're in East versus West, and you just made your name known. You beat a very, very good arm wrestler on home ground here. Are you happy with that overall performance? Who are the lasers focused on now? And what do you think of your first outing in the wonderful country of Georgia?
I mean, no better place in Georgia to have the outcome. Thank you guys so much. This has been amazing. I'm here to stay. I want to be known as not just the referee. It's time to let everybody know what the hell I'm fucking doing. And I'm ready to go. Anybody that want to line me up with, I'll be ready. Until then, I'm going to go put on my ref shirt, and we're going to have the rest of the pay-per-view. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up at 10, the Iceberg Talmadge.
Guys, this is preliminary card. We're coming to an end. I think it's the main event right now.
TAVBERIDZE. I came here to whoop you.
in front of your hometown.
I cannot losing in Georgia.
I came here to shut all that down.
Yes, Ryan, you are strong, but it won't matter.
Zurab, I actually kind of feel bad, man. You put all this hard work into helping organize the event, all this training, just to show up, lose.
Ryan, we will find out who is stronger.
Zurab, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with this loss, not a title shot.
Ryan, the Bull Belanger. Zurab el Matador, TAVBERIDZE.
Gentlemen, here we go. We step up in weight division for our next matchup here at East versus West 25 into the men's middleweight division, 95 kilograms the class, and this one is to be contested on the men's right arm of a 5 rounds duration. USA will face Georgia once again in this epic battle of true powerhouses in the sport of iron arms. I'd like you first to welcome, now making his way back to the East versus West stage, this phenomenally powerful athlete hailing from and representing his home nation of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up and show your love for Ryan, the Bull Belanger! Ryan, the Bull Belanger, waits at the table for the introduction of this phenomenal athlete. He is hailing from and very proudly representing his home nation, the traditional superpower of arm wrestling that is Georgia. This man is a multiple Georgian national champion, EAF European champion, and is also a former WAF champion of the world. Please put your hands together and welcome, now making his way to the table, Zurab TAVBERIDZE!
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Belanger, Zurab TAVBERIDZE. So, just so everyone knows, right now, this is the last match of the preliminary card. This is the main event of prelims. After this match, we're gonna go straight to the main card of East versus West 25. So, that's on pay-per-view. Get your pay-per-view right now. Link is in the description. Zurab TAVBERIDZE, Ryan Belanger. Ryan coming off 3-win streak, if I'm correct, here on EVW stage. He wanted an inside puller, and he got one.
Both these guys arm wrestler so similarly. I've seen them both in the straps, bent back, winning so many matches. Clash of styles, no. This is a mirror match, I think.
Neil Pickup joins us right here, right now. Neil, does any of these guys even know how to top roll? Yeah. Carolina Chaos, and Zurab is right here from Batumi. He's actually the one that helped us a lot with this event here and might be responsible for it happening here. Waiting for the goal.
Don't move. Go!
Oh, goes straight in the hook. Ryan Belanger stops. Oh, both kind of stand still. Rolls on Ryan's pronation and opens him up, fully supinated. Takes the first pin. Zurab TAVBERIDZE. I feel like Ryan did a mistake there. Maybe he should have adjusted better and hold his hand position, but as soon as he tried to pin sideways, he lost his pronation. Zurab capitalized in on it, rolled over, and pinned him.
answer from hell. And when it came with ferocity. We know this guy has not got a backward step in him, but that was excellent stuff and a dream start in front of this partisan audience here. The place went wild when this fella came out. Georgia has just woken up. Zurab TAVBERIDZE has just woken up. It's on.
I feel like it's also a mirror match, no?
Very much. I mean,
very much.
Both these guys are known for stamina as well. You know, I've seen both these guys be down 2 and come back and turn it around. I don't think Ryan was really in a bad position. Just got outpowered. He may just double down. I can't see him top rolling. I think that this is just going to be same thing, only harder.
The height of Zurab's index finger knuckle is significantly greater than that of Zurab TAVBERIDZE, and he needs to fight for that a little bit and get that center. Cannot look to sort of sweep to the side from this fella, because he will soak up that and he will attack you hard.
Ryan Belanger used to do powerlifting for a very good part of his life. On the opposite part, 10 years judo for Zurab TAVBERIDZE. This is going to go inside for sure. And they are. Wow. Much easier, much better for Zurab TAVBERIDZE. Inside specialist for a reason.
That looked pretty decisive.
A little ominous, actually. A little bit ominous. You do wonder whether something went bump on the night there for Ryan Belanger, because he had a very concerned look on his face, and it didn't look like it was just down to, okay, this guy's stronger. It looked like something may have been a problem for Ryan there. He let go with a lot of focus there. I hope he's not injured.
When both guys hit in the same lane, sometimes things break, and I hope something. We do see.
Yeah, Adam working on it furiously.
Very easy, very easy.
Yes, didn't look like he rode that one. Didn't look like he rode it to the pin there. Looks like he felt it early, and that was just not going anywhere. Right there. Doesn't look like anything let go. It just looked like he was very overwhelmed.
Yeah, I noticed that Wojcinski was furiously rubbing on that collateral ligament in the corner, and that was a great concern, and is of great concern for Belanger. This is not the kind of match, this is not the kind of athlete you want to get injured against. And listen to the crowd here.
I was so hoping for an absolute war inside, but this is looking. Zurab TAVBERIDZE in Batumi dominates. Let's see.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is this Zurab's return match on the right since he broke his arm?
It is.
No.
He has competed East versus West.
He has competed since
at East versus West.
Yes. But it's encouraging, because he looks awesome. Lets you know that you can come back from injury.
Very different outing here at EVW.
Belanger holds on, gets it. Zurab looks very comfortable. Ooh, too much sideways, too much rotation, too much hand, too much side pressure.
Dominant victory. I call that a dominant victory from Zurab. Hook versus hook.
Hook versus
Zurab clearly ahead there. Looking in just awesome form here today. There we go. That's a very, very nice arm, Zurab. Congratulations.
Yeah. I thought it would be much closer. Zurab TAVBERIDZE coming in strong in his hometown, in his home country, in front of his home crowd. Let's go to Neil Pickup for post-match interview.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Zurab TAVBERIDZE. Zurab, look out there into the crowd and you can see your people, your hometown, and they let you know that you were in Georgia tonight. Place went crazy. Yesterday at the press conference, you told us that this would be easy. There would be a big power gap, and it was a mistake to go inside with you. Job done, point proven. How did that feel?
ჯერ ერთი საოცარი ატმოსფერა არის აქ, ყველა ქართველი, შენ ქალაქში, შენი ხალხი, როგორი ატმოსფერაა, დიდი მადლობა ყველას. გუშინ პრესკონფერენცზე შენ თქვი, რომ შენთან ხუქში შესვლა, შენ ძალაში იქნება ძალიან დიდი შეცდომა და შენი სიტყვები დღეს დაამტკიცე. როგორ გრძნობ თავს?
პირველ რიგში მადლობა ყველას. ჩემს ქვეყანაში, ჩემს ქალაქში, ჩემს ხალხთან ორმაგი და ათმაგი мотиваცია მაქვს. გამარჯვებისთვის მე მქონდა ყველაფერი. კარგად მოვემზადე. ტრავმის მერე დავბრუნდი და ვაგზელებ გზას ტიტულისკენ. მადლობა ყველას, აბსოლუტურად ყველას.
Thank you everybody here. Thank you. In front of your people, in your own country, in your own city, it's tenfold the motivation, and I had everything to win tonight. After this injury, I trained hard, and I keep on going towards the title.
Now, Zura, before the injury, you were an absolute force of nature at the arm wrestling table. You had a lot of time out recovering and trying to get yourself back to that level. How far from your very best do you feel you are right now?
ტრავმამდე შეინიყავი საოცარ დონეზე. შენი აზრით, სად ხარ ფორმის მიერ მაგასთან შედარებით? იმიტომ რომ დიდი ხანი დაგჭირდა საკმაოდ რომ აღიდგინო შენი თავი და დაბრუნდე.
მე მზად ვარ სატიტულო ბრძოლისთვის, ნებისმიერისთვის. ჩემპიონით კატეგორიაში, 95 კილო კატეგორიაში. ზუსტად იქ ვარ, სადაც ვიყავი ტრავმამდე და კიდევ უკეთესად. მე მჭირდება мотиваცია, მე მჭირდება ძლიერი მოწინააღმდეგე. მე მჭირდება მატჩი ტიტულისთვის და მე განახებთ იმაზე უკეთეს ფორმას, ვიდრე მე ვიყავი ტრავმამდე.
I'm feeling perfect and I'm ready for anybody in 95. I am right now where I left just before my injury, and maybe even better. So give me anybody in 95, give me a champion, and I will show you that I belong here.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting talk from a man who can back it up. I want you to raise the roof one more time. Make some noise in Batumi, Georgia, for your winner, Zora TAVBERIDZE. Ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a short break here at the venue, and we will be switching over to our pay-per-view. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to continue and see all of tonight's action and what is to come, remember the co-main event, super heavyweight, Georgi Svetkov, Kamil Jablonski will face one another. And then that super heavyweight main event of the evening, left arm, 7 rounds for the title and for the gauntlet. It will go down tonight, and you can see it on the pay-per-view. EVWsports.com, that's EVWsports.com. We'll see you in 5 minutes' time.
Running on empty? Need more energy or focus? Feel like you're hitting a wall? Crack open a Bucked Up. Take a sip, power up, and let the buck in you break loose. Because Bucked Up energy drinks get you fueled up, fired up, amped up, and ramped up. So you can feel like $1 million.